Hello and welcome to the podcast. What are you going on for the weekend, Evans?
See, I can't answer that question anymore.
Why?
Because I have nothing to do ever. So I guess I'll read a book.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Fun. Well, I'm golfing today, and then I'm getting my daughter, and we're probably going to go play tennis, and then I'm going to make a roast. Got a buddy coming over for a fire. I'm going to continue my detailed studies of Greek mythology. Well, I'm golfing today, then I'm picking up my daughter, and I think we're going to play tennis. I might do some stargazing later with the telescope. I got a buddy coming over for a fire. I'm going to continue my in-depth studies of Greek mythology, cook a roast, do some yoga, tie-dye some outfits, and then meet up with my chemist buddy again as we're really close to coming up with a vaccine for COVID.
Okay. Yeah, same.
This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
Talking about the average age you have your first major career burnout at 780-784-7107. Dale, what do you think? Have you had your first major burnout yet, or at what age do you think it hit?
Every damn day.
Because Dale,
I think that tells me you hit it.
you are a nurse, right?
Yes.
Oh, man. I commend you, man. That is, I can't imagine. Like, your feet are probably constantly swollen.
No.
At least you'd know how to take care of that problem, though, isn't
True.
it? Thank you for the call, Dale. We appreciate it. The average American age, so I would imagine Canadians much the same.
Same here.
Is 32 years old.
Oh, wow.
Feel like they're overstressed, exhausted, trying to do too much is the main reason, and longer working hours than expected is another one.
I remember hearing once from someone, I don't know if it was someone that was a professional or maybe it was just a friend, and they said, change your career every 7 years and you'll always be happy.
It's tough, though. Like, you look at people that have worked their way up. Like, I know a guy who's worked his way up for a sports store company.
Okay.
He's been working there since he was 17 years old, and now he's like one of the decision makers.
Right.
He's in the big corner office. I think there's something to be
that's
said
different,
for
though.
sticking it out at a place.
I do think it's different if you have the ability to work your way up. What if you're just doing the exact same thing every single day? So hit us up on the text line. Give us a call. Have you already had that moment, the burnout moment, or are you still thriving?
Also, it's Friday, so let's not worry too much about it. Big day today. A legend passed 50 years ago today.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix, named in Rolling Stone the #1 guitarist of all time.
So with that said, I got a couple things here.
Yeah, okay. So you've been practicing guitar. That's really cool. But what's the blindfold for? You're going to do it blindfolded?
No, you have to wear the blindfold.
Why?
Because I get nervous playing in front of people. Okay?
Are you serious?
Yes, please just put this on. Okay, thank you.
Hold on. I got to tie it.
I'm still a little bit nervous, but it's better if you can't see.
Is this what you've been practicing in your room?
Yeah.
Door closed?
Yeah, that's all I've been doing in there. All right, here we go.
Oh my God. Ryder, this is incredible.
Thank you. Shh.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the hard part. Oh.
What?
No, it's just buffering. Hold
What?
on. Well, the internet froze.
You're not even playing anything.
Oh, there it goes. What? Yeah, I was playing something. I just played a clip off the internet.
Something
Good.
Ryder and Lisa.
Play 107.
There's a photographer that's gone viral. Her name is Nicole Corder, and she does something called stranger sessions. So singles, listen to me, I'm serious.
It sounds like something you shouldn't be talking about.
So Hannah is this single girl that reached out to the photographer and said, I'd like to try a stranger session. So the photographer finds a single dude to join,
Okay.
and they show up together at this photography site, and they do a couple's photo shoot together. This photographer is so good at what she does to make them look like they genuinely just fell in love. But then this just in, they are actually going on a real date.
Like the couple that she used?
Yes. So I posted their photo shoot on Play 107's Facebook page. It's already taking off. People are loving it. Feel good vibes for your Friday. And they look perfect for one another. It's a really cool idea.
And it's called Stranger
Session.
Does she sit on her hand before she takes
Ryder,
the picture?
Don't.
What? The photographer?
Don't.
Tell me something good.
Okay, my story is about a young lady who saw her dad's food truck struggling with our current reality. So he even one day only made $6.
Oh, no.
With Taquera El Tortillo. But apparently his food is incredible. She tweeted, I don't normally do this, but my dad's taco business is struggling. He only sold $6 today. If you could retweet, I'd appreciate it so much. It got over 2,000 retweets. The next day it was lined up around the block, so much so he ran out of food an hour before he was supposed to close.
I love it.
So let's hope that all of those people are new regular customers and he can thrive.
Tell me something good. On Play 107.
Have you ever won any of like the top shelf prizes, like a Chuck E. Cheese or a Rec Room?
I was always jealous. Well, I guess not jealous because I've never personally seen anyone win, but I always wanted the big cheetah stuffed animal at the arcade room.
No chance.
Never would happen. And they were always on the shelf. You never saw it leave.
My car has been filled with junk from those places because my daughter will get, whatever, let's say 60 tickets. And she'll go up there and be like, ooh, that one's only 5 tickets. Yeah, I'll get 2 of those, one of those, and all of it is junk.
It's just junk. And she plays with it for 4 seconds, and then it's on the ground in your car.
780-784-7107. We got a few texts rolling in from people that have taken home some pretty sweet prizes.
Yeah, so Kyle wrote in saying that he won an Xbox and an MK purse from the Rec Room.
I guess more so than won it, you earned it.
Okay, so earning it here. Kevin says, as a kid in the 80s, I saved up 3 years worth of tickets at Bullwinkle's, and I got the original Nerf bow and arrow gun.
Whoa.
It was epic.
Yeah, that's dope.
You got to respect someone that saves up their tickets. Instead of being like, okay, I need to buy something. Now I'm just going to get this like semi-permanent tattoo sticker.
This really old bubble gum. Chuck E. Cheese is in quite a predicament. You may have known that they filed for bankruptcy in June. They're trying to figure out a business plan that's going to work for them. But here's their biggest issue. They have 7 billion prize tickets that have yet to be awarded.
Okay.
7 billion. That they ordered before they went bankrupt. They've now switched to digital tickets because of the pandemic.
So what are they going to do?
So they don't know what to do, but they said if these tickets end up in the wrong hands, they still have to award the prizes.
Okay.
Like legally, if you win something from there, the tickets are good no matter how long you wait. So they could be traded in for like $9 million worth of merchandise if they end up in the wrong hands.
Can't we just put it in like a treasure box and bury it somewhere for people to find thousands of years?
Somebody will find it. That's the problem. They can't afford to give out those prizes. There's 65 cargo shipping containers full of these tickets. So they've asked the government, I guess, if they can spend $2.3 million to destroy the 7 billion Chuck E. Cheese tickets. Which still, oddly enough, if you got them all, wouldn't get you the PS5.
No. Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, how's it going, Ryder?
Good. All right. Break it down for us. You managed to kind of hit the jackpot as far as prizes go in like a games room setting.
But then they caught on to you. What happened?
Yeah, so when Rec Room initially opened, a buddy and I, we went to go play, check out the games. And then through doing that, we noticed that we were pretty good in a few of the games. And then one of them, especially just the jackpot paid out pretty exorbitantly high, especially compared to the rest of the games. So we quickly did some nerd math, essentially like calculated how often we would win compared to the jackpot. So we kind of had it down to like dollars spent converted into credits and tokens. And then going into the prize room, we're pretty surprised to see kind of the quality of the prizes. There's like some high-end Michael Kors purses. So essentially we ended up doing most of our Christmas shopping there. We each got our girlfriends pretty nice Michael Kors purses. And then, a couple months later, noticed that Rec Room had really retweaked the numbers, significantly cut down the game.
What game was it?
The jackpot. The game was Dizzy Chicken.
The Dizzy Chicken. So your girlfriends were pumped whenever you said that you were going to hit up the Rec Room.
Just off to work.
Well, no, we never really told them.
They thought that you paid the full price for those.
Yeah. And to this day, that's what the store we're going with. Came straight from the Michael Kors store.
Amazing.
And what do you think you got them for, like, compared to the regular price?
So we looked them up online. I think the purses were like $500, and we spent no more than $100. So
awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, in our mind, worth it.
This is like the childhood equivalent to cutting cards, hey, at a casino?
We felt pretty empowered after that.
It's time for Unsung Heroes, giving some love and attention to people, places, and things that don't always get the respect they deserve.
Shout out to the bread that's served at the beginning of your meal at restaurants. Yes, thank you for this pre-game loaf. Now I can eat my actual meal in the to-go container with my bare hands while driving home.
Pre-game loaf.
I'm so full when my meal comes.
Shout out to asking for extra pickles at a fast food place and them giving you one. Sorry, I didn't realize you own the pickles, Sebastian.
I know for a fact that you've gotten so mad that you've looked at people's name tags to know there's a Sebastian that gave you one pickle one time. Shout out to guys who say they're going golfing. Cool. So your family can expect you to come home 7 hours later absolutely plastered? Inspiring.
Shout out to Chris Evans for motivating me to take a picture of my kielbasa and saving it on my phone just in case I get hacked.
Okay.
It's a sausage.
Are you serious? I know, but were you meaning to say, like, was it a joke? Like you meant the actual thing? You have a picture of that on your phone?
It's a kielbasa that looks like it.
Shout out to Thanksgiving being so close and no one being able to really see their extended families. Oh, shoot. I guess I'll have to eat this entire pumpkin pie to myself. This is so unfortunate.
Oh, no. I guess I'm not going to get my fill of arguing with my uncle about politics this year.
Honestly, it's a blessing. Just do a Zoom call with, like, the mics off.
Shout out to people celebrating National Cheeseburger Day, even in jail. Do you know how to smuggle a cheeseburger into prison?
What? No? How?
Between two buns.
Okay, I have one more. Shout out to being an adult where we all just buy things and then eventually try to sell them on Kijiji until we die. This is fun.
I got one more too. Shout out to hitchhikers always spreading that love, even in desperate times, by chucking up those thumbs up. Try giving them a thumbs up back, why don't you?
Just keep driving.
Sweet tie-dye pants. You're finally embracing the look.
Yeah, I think that we're bringing back tie-dye, and it originated in the 90s. Well, earlier than that, but it got big again in the 90s where people were doing it themselves.
Yeah. So are you still mad at me?
Yes, Ryder, because you tie-dyed my fresh white towels. There's a difference.
What's the problem with tie-dyed towels? I thought they looked cool.
No, you only had brown and red color. I looked extremely unhealthy every time I used my towels. Can't bring those to the beach anymore. People would think I'm sick.
Okay.
Stop tie-dyeing my stuff.
Play 107, it's Ryder and Lisa. Thank you for listening. I came across an interesting article and I noticed there was some discrepancies in it that I found very confusing.
Okay.
It said the majority of women polled appreciate it when a man cries and is emotionally in touch enough not to be afraid to cry in front of them.
Yeah, I think the old saying, men don't cry is outdated. It's totally okay to cry.
See? Okay, so you're in agreement with that.
Yeah.
Also, later in the article, it said that the majority of women polled found it very awkward when their man cried in front of them.
Oh, yeah, like you can cry, but go cry into your pillow like the rest of us. I don't want to see it. Oh my gosh, that's so terrible.
Okay,
I'm kidding.
so you want a man to be comfortable enough to cry.
Yes.
But would you be awkward? And I look back in my life, and the few times I have cried around a woman, they do get really weirded out.
Well, I'm not used to it. That's why we got to normalize it. Just start crying everywhere. And then we'll all get used to it and we'll be less awkward around each other.
I think most women are good at crying too. Like you can look cute and like needy when you cry, whereas men are like, you know?
I think I cry like Kim Kardashian, which is not a cute.
Oh, it's not okay. So
Not good.
I was wrong on my assessment with that too. I just don't know anymore. The 90s at 9. Oh yeah, we'll do a little Lone Star. Todd hit us up on the text line and said, this song is from my first wedding. One of the most awkward moments of my life was trying to make a wedding list for my second wedding and avoiding this song like the plague without explaining to my wife why I didn't want it. I had a very interesting moment to that song, too. Asked a girl to dance, grade 8. She was an out-of-towner, and in my small town, that was a big deal at school dances if an out-of-towner rolled in. And she said yes, we danced. We decided we would be boyfriend and girlfriend. Just from the one dance. Knew nothing about each other's personalities. Anyway, the next day I called to chat. That's what you do when you're in a grade 8 relationship. Her dad answered and told me she wasn't allowed to date anybody till grade 10 and to leave her alone.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.